Ew. Welcome back to another banger of a video with ya boy. Smino just released an album called Love for Rent. So I've really been listening to the album like front to back and just trying to take in everything from the production to the arrangement to the vocals. And the album is crazy. Like, before you guys even watch this video, go listen to the album. Trust me. I think Monte is on like most of the production of this album, like most of Smino's discography. And if you know Monte, the production is fucking crazy. So yeah, in today's video, I'm just gonna be going through a beat I made. I made a couple of beats like this, and I actually might make a part 2 of this video, just going over a different beat. So like I said, I really listened to this album and I try to just take in all of Monte's like production techniques and just the way he does drums, because his drums are just so interesting to me. It's so different compared to any other like Billboard producers. So yeah, before we get into it, be sure to check out the description for all the boys in the label. Be sure to check out our Discord, our website. We're running a Black Friday special now. I'm pretty sure it's 40% off the entire website. There's a bunch of bundle deals as well, and as always, there's a bunch of free kits there. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video.
Be like a star, so it's not. Just be pausing my throat, there's no run. I gotta no fire, I gotta no.
So starting off, as you can hear with the loop, it just already has a lot of bounce to it. So even without drums, you can kind of already hear Smino and Monte on it. And I think all I did with this loop is I pitched it down by 1, and then I just did some EQ on it, and I put some gross beat on it, which I automated for some variation in the beat. And I also think I sidechained the kick to the sample as well. So starting off with drums, what I like to do with these Monte beats is layering claps, snares, or rims, anything you would use for a clap. I kind of just layer like 3 sounds together. All these sounds are from this Monte sounds kit that I'm pretty sure you can buy, and I definitely bought it and did not download it from some shady website, because that would be really like irresponsible and shit from me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is the Monte sounds kit. It's got all the sounds from the first album he did with Smino, and a bunch of different projects as well. But yeah, as you can hear, it's kind of everything he uses. You can literally go through like 4 sounds and you'll pick up already a bunch of beats that he's made with him. So yeah, definitely a good cop if you can. It helps out a lot when you're trying to make beats like this. So I started off with this clap, and then I just layered 2 other claps on top of it. And I try to go for a kind of like organic clap here, because I know sometimes he uses rims a lot and snares, but for the most part, a bunch of these beats are made with like, I'm pretty sure it's just him clapping in the mic. So starting off with the hats, I kind of have this off hat that I got from the Anita kit from the Monte sounds, and it's kind of just like a doubled up off timed hat. And then moving on to the main hi-hat, I have the same hi-hat, but it's just a single sound of it. And as you can see, everything is off the grid. Like I say with every single Monte tutorial, it's mainly just unquantized sounds. Like every single drum pattern he makes is completely off the grid. So in FL Studio, if you want to do that, you can just hold down Alt, and when you press down on the piano roll, it's completely free to move. And yeah, that's how I created this pattern.
Be like a star, so it's not. Just be pausing my throat, there's no run.
So as you can hear with the little like off hi-hat, it really sounds super organic. It sounds like someone's tapping it in from a live like drum kit. So that's kind of what I was going for. And then moving on, I have this perk loop, and I say this as well every time I use perk loops. I don't really like copying a perk loop completely and dragging it into my playlist, because not that I'm like against copying and shit, because music is so fucked, but like people are copying left, right, and center. You can't really stop it. But if you copy over a perk loop, you are like essentially just copying over a groove or like a bounce. So it kind of caps you in a lot of ways if you start off a beat with a perk loop. So what I usually do is I'll drag in like the start of it and kind of just chop it up instead of using the whole thing. I'd usually just use like 2 bars worth of the perk loop and just chop that up and repeat that once. or repeat that once and then kind of change it up on the second part. But yeah, this is how the perc loop sounds. It's like stereo separated and panned left to right constantly, so it adds a lot of space to the beat, which I feel Monte Booker has a lot of in his beats. And then after that I added on this little off snare, which literally just appears twice in the beat. And lastly, I have the kick and the 808, which I feel like is the biggest element of his bounce in most of his beats. So once again, like I said, for any Monte Booker beat, just do everything off the grid. Like you can see, even with the kicks, I just hold down Alt and click in whatever feels right for the bounce with the hats. Don't really like overthink it. That's why like I can't really explain how to do it. You just kind of have to do it. But yeah, this is how the kick sounds. And then lastly, I have the 808s, which is just kind of a punchy Zay 808 that I clipped into fucking oblivion. But yeah, same thing, just super wonky, super swingy. Don't be scared to kind of go crazy with the 808 patterns, because Monte does tend to do that a lot with his songs. But yeah, once again, everything's off the grid. Just kind of do what feels right. Moving on to like different sections of the beat, to add like variety, I'd say definitely just chop up the sample at parts and just play around with the 808s. That's usually what I do with these beats, to kind of just change it up just enough so that, you know, it just keeps it fresh every 8 or 16 bars. And with this loop, I just used a gross beat on the basic 6 preset, and as you can see, I kind of just automated it to come in at certain parts to kind of just change out the beat. So you can actually just do this instead of actually chopping it up, but as you can see, I also kind of did that at parts here. So yeah, like I said, whatever feels right, just kind of go whatever fits with the bounce, you know. But yeah, I think that is about it for the video, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, check out the new Smino album, it is crazy. Be sure to check out the description for all the boys. Once again, check out the website for the Black Friday special, 40% off everything, a bunch of bundle kits as well, a bunch of free kits for you guys, so be sure to check that shit out. And yeah, I'll take you guys on the next one.